Recently, I stumbled upon this little funny plotter here, and I took it home. It was pretty heavy, and I have no idea if it works, and if not, or if it does work, I don't know. And we will restore it and take a look at it and maybe even convert it to something else.
Hello, I'm Mats from Curious Computer, and what you see now is my video restoring a drafting plotter.
I have also to apologize that this video doesn't come out in Saturday, because it is Saturday right now, and it's late Saturday. It's like 8 p.m. and I have done nothing because I got it today at home, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at it, and I'm gonna open it up right now. So I removed all the screws and it should come right up. Wow. Okay, we have to disconnect some cables while I'm opening this. Oh, that here too. And now that here. And that will come quite shortly. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. A really rigid body. I've bent this a little bit, and that would. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'll move the camera and I'll show you, but now I have to close that phone again.
The first thing I saw is that. Can you see that? That screw from the little rubber feet is touching the lead of the I think it's a live wire because it's red from the circuit breaker. That would be devastating. If I would just turn it on, it would have power to the chassis, and if I would touch it, it would just shock me, and that wouldn't be cool. So then, yeah, or it would be grounded and trip the circuit breaker, maybe. So I have to bend that back. That's important. Here we have the power supply, which is a big transformer, and a little circuit board with a couple of capacitors. I would say that's for filtering, and a little coil. Then here we have the outputs, and then it goes to the big logic boards. Both of these logic boards. I would say that's a digital board, and that's the power supply, and also something for, yeah, I would say it's the power supply. It's only the power supply, because that's for the buttons, I would say, and also for driving this display. Then here we have, oh, you can see that. Then, oh Jesus Christ. Then here we have the cable for both the X and the Y axis motor. Here we have for the pen switcher, I would say. I'm not sure for that. Then here we have also the same as here, the static power paper attacher thingamajig, and that is the Y-axis, I would say. Or that's the motors for the Y-axis and for the tipping, I would say. I'm actually not sure, so we will figure that out together. So I now got the PCB out, and we can follow the traces, and it's actually pretty easy. So the power comes in here. I'm gonna zoom a little bit in. So the power comes in here, then goes to the switch. After the switch, it goes to the circuit breaker, and from the circuit breaker it goes in here. Why the colors, I don't understand, because the colors are kind of weird. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're blue, and here are blue and red. I don't understand fully what, but it goes just in here into that thing, and actually I think it's just a coil, but it's also a little bit weird. I don't actually know exactly what it is, but I'll just diode check it. Yeah, it's just connection, and I would say it's a resistor. So we check if it's a resistor, and it is. Is it a resistor? I think it is yeah, it's like, but it's like almost nothing. So it is probably a coil. Yeah, it is probably a coil. I think it's a high voltage X capacitor, but it is a capacitor. We know that it's an X capacitor. Here's a X capacitor. You can see that. Here's an X capacitor as well, and that's like conductor. Then it goes out here, and I don't know why this is, but maybe for simplicity or something. Then it goes back in here. So I think it's for added transformer. I don't know. I want to guess. I don't want to guess now things. So the what is that? That's like the ground wire, or the neutral. It's not ground. The neutral goes directly to neutral on the transformer right here, and the live wire goes into here, then via this cable to here and out here. So through this here, and I think these thick connectors are to set the voltage. So I'll just screw that back in place because we know where all these things go. So I now have the probes in, and I'll just turn it on, and we can see 31 volts AC. And if I just do that, and yes, I know my red probe is bent. I have no idea when it's happened and how, but it is. And we can see 12 volts. It is not that accurate, but that is also not big of a deal, because it should be fine. So what now is a little bit more tedious part of the full things. And now we have to test the caps and resistors, and I actually don't want to blow up something while I'm just goofing around with that. Now we are in my workshop. I have no idea if that's going well or not. I'm also a little bit worried because the light. Maybe I have to get a better lighting solution, but currently, I don't know. Write it in the comments what you think about. So I'm in the continuity testing, and we have here the two 12 volt and the 28 volt loops, and I would say the 28 volt and the 12 volt go to the fuses, which both are working, and then from there they get a little bit filtered, and then I think they go to the full bridge rectifier, and from the rectifier we can see here which it comes in here, it goes in, and then the ground, or the what is it, negative, I don't know, it's AC. The other phase comes in here, and then both go to the full bridge rectifier. I have to position the thing now with it again. So Then from the full bridge rectifier, it gets filtered, I would say, yeah, like through a capacitor, then through another little bit high frequency filters, a little bit of other stuff. I want to test to ground. Good. Okay, that worked. Now I want to test to high. Diode. Good. Okay, so now again test to ground. Diode. And again a diode. Good. Then test to the output, which is that. That's the output. Diode, but nothing. Oh yeah, because they're both the grounds. Good. Okay, it works. Also, somewhere I would say here is the high voltage. The high voltage power supply for the electrostatic holder. So I have now hopefully reconnected everything, and I have no idea what happened, okay, or what happens next, because I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, so I'll try again. Here is the plug. I'll plug it in and whoa! Okay, it works. But something clearly is messed up. Okay, never mind. I'll just show you again what happened when I turn it on. It just works. I have no idea what it does, which is interesting. Oh, I can now move it. Oh, that's cool. So it fully works. It works better than expected, which is cool. So now I have to figure out how to work with that thing, because it has a parallel input port and all these things. So, we can see now that the thing is working properly, but we need to control it somehow. So I have a little old laptop right here, and I want to control it with that. And this laptop has also a 9-pin, sorry it's awful, but 9-pin serial connection, and the plotter only has a 25-pin, so I made this little adapter here, and we can plug this into the laptop and to the printer, or to the plotter, and then it should hopefully work. I have just no idea how to control it with the laptop, but that's completely a different story. After quite a lot of fiddling around, and yeah, it was a really tedious process, and but finally I figured it out, and I can now move it with my laptop. And it goes to coordinate 0, 0. So what I also can do is send a file. So I can go to the thing, open a file. I will show that later in close-up, but it's pretty slow. And then I go to that, and it draws things. So here again we can see the file, which are like what I'm drawing. Nice. And I made a little special pen here, so I'll go ahead and get it to the middle, get the pen in, top, then get a little bit of paper. Now I have put in a little bit of paper, and if I send the file again, we can see it draws. And yes, I tried it again like a couple of times before, because it was a really tedious process, but it is really cool now, and it also works really well. I can send the file again. Yeah, it draws very well, so I'm really happy with the result. The only thing what doesn't work is the pen changer. So what the pen changer does is when I press it, it just does this, and I have no idea why. But yeah, we can figure this out. We can figure this out later. So now I draw a little bit something, and I'll just print it, and hope you can guess what I'm printing.